And when this stuff started happening, I would come home and tell my wife, and I was raised very conservative. She was raised even more conservative. I come home and tell Mary Lynn, this happened. She'd say, honey, that's great, honey. Let's don't tell anybody about this, okay? Let's keep it between us. I want everybody to like you and not think you're weird, you know. And now she calls me every day on trips. What happened today? What happened today? What happened today? And I'm telling you, I go places. I go to all kinds of churches, and it's amazing the response. We're sick of the evil in our land, and it's time to take it back. I went to a very conservative church in the fall last year. When I got there, the preacher said, Steve, I love what you're doing, but I've just been here a couple of years, and this church is very conservative, and nobody's even invited one guest. I had a stack of brochures here, Demons versus Prayer. Nobody's even picked up one. I'm pretty sure they're going to ask you to go home after Sunday morning. You're not going to get to do Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, or Wednesday night. And I said, well, okay, that's fine. Whatever happens, happens. We'll pray about it. So I staked out their building that night.
Clandestine.
And I walked around it and prayed, and they loved it. And we had many ministry opportunities that he had been there. Nothing else had come up. In fact, one of the deacons' wives came up to me and said she'd been sexting another man in town, and she was going to delete his number down. I said, well, good for you. You don't need to be doing that, you know. And another deacon was beating his wife, and his wife asked us to come over when he wasn't home and stake out the house, and the beating stopped. And then on the last day I was there on Wednesday, a 6th grade girl who had been a great student, she had a single mom, and she didn't have any brothers or sisters, it was just her and her mom. She flunked her math test. This was the last day I was there on Wednesday. And she got in trouble. Her mom had to go meet with the teacher. She'd never flunked anything before. Now, my wife teaches 6th grade math. It's a lot harder than it used to be. But she flunked it, and so she was all upset that her mom had to come meet with the teacher. She was embarrassed. She went home, and she was crying. She went in her room crying and came out and said to her mom, I just wish I could be normal. And her mom said, what do you mean? Why aren't you normal? I hear voices. She said, is that why you won't sleep in your bedroom anymore? I hear them in my bedroom every night. She'd been sleeping on the couch in the living room for a month. And her mom said, what do the voices say? And the little 6th grade girl said, the voices say I never will amount to anything. I should go ahead now and kill myself. And we wonder why the suicide rate's the highest it's ever been. God doesn't give nightmares. Satan is prince of darkness. And I could tell you 100 stories about kids being attacked. Satan is after our kids. He's after our kids.